DJ Ken, you got here just in time. We're about ready to get this tile started right now.
Alright, I didn't create this mess either. All I'm doing is uncovering it. We'll get it all cleaned up. Here's how it's looking so far. This tile is coming hard, but it's coming. Gotta get this wall torn down here and get out of our way as well. It's all opening. All that's gonna be gone. Right now, this wall right here, it's gotta go. It's in our way. Gotta get that cut out of there. Zoom it on out.
Well, what are these knuckleheads doing? Let me tell you about them. Well, back there we got a guy. He's getting paid pretty well. He doesn't work very well though. Now this guy in the front, he's the interesting one. You know, the guy in the back, he's getting paid 25 bucks an hour to be there just kind of holding that hammer posing. Now the guy in the front, he's not getting paid anything. Why in the heck is he gonna go and break up that tile? Well, there's a tub behind it, and it's got those little germy-filled jets, the whirlpools. And he is there because he thinks he's going to take it out of there and go sell it. Bring some money home to his wife and his kid. That's his goal, and he kind of goes for it. He's really dedicated to getting that tub out. But anyways, he ends up working harder than the guy in the back there and the other guy I have. And so I gave him a job. It didn't last long, but he got a job. By the way, those two were friends. The big guy in the back, he's Francois. I can't remember the guy in front's name, but they're friends. You know, Francois is the one who brought him in. Said, "Hey man, there's money to be made here. Come and get this tub out and sell it." I don't see that ever being possible, but hey, people have done much dumber things and bought much worse things. So we'll wish them the best of luck. They're not what this time's about today. Today it's about trying to find a tile guy, and not just any tile guy. I want the best because I got some ideas of things I want to do, and they've got to be able to keep up with them and execute what's in my brain. So we're gonna have some fun and find us a dang tile guy. I think we should watch these knuckleheads do a little bit of demo though. Let's watch some more. Well, look at that. That's me in the background there with that grinder. I decided to join the knuckleheads sometimes. What am I doing back there doing that? Well, I'm gonna save that trim. Don't want holes in it on the front side. So the best way to do it, take that grinder and just knock the nails off the back. I didn't trust these guys yet to put a grinder in their hands. So I'll stand there and cut some nails for them. Well, there's a pretty good look at that tub in the background there. It's decent size. I think those things are just germ fests. You know, the people stew, if you will. Well, you know, is he gonna get it out? Is he gonna take it and sell it? We're gonna find out. But see what this guy's even hitting. I don't know. Let's see if he can go for it. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, look at big hit, little hit, big hit, little hit. Right, you notice they're getting into the tub. Now, interestingly enough, we found a concrete wall underneath there supporting it. Concrete. So you never know what you're gonna see. But he keeps hitting. Let's see if they get any more of that out of there. You know what we're doing here is we're getting demo done, removing tile, and I still haven't found a tile guy. Have some candidates. Remember that guy in the cowboy boots? Well, I gave him a text message, asked him if he knew of any great tile guys, and he gave me one name, and that name just sounded right. And I got him on the phone, we talked, got him over there. It was actually the day before this is happening, and you know, he said, well, you know, I'll take a look at your job. And he came and took a look, and we didn't talk necessarily money at the time, but I knew it was going to be expensive, and he invited me over to a job just down the road that he's currently working on. So I went down there and took a look. That's coming up here in a moment. Yeah, so we didn't get much further that day, but here we are, over at that other place that we're going to check out his work. You know, he's not a painter. but that's what those pictures are of. I was just getting some pictures of those windows, how they masked them. Now, we're going to look at some tile that he's done in here, and you're going to have a hard time understanding what I'm looking at, and it's going to move kind of fast, but take a look at that. I know it's behind plastic, but it's painting time. That tile back there behind there has perfect lines. Here, let me show you a little bit better. See how I hold that down? Well, look at those perfect lines. Perfect, perfect, perfect placements. That is beautiful. You don't see that too often. Now, I'm not a big fan of a lot of these tiles, but the way he puts them in is amazing. Here we're gonna come up and look at that. That is granite door trim that he cut right there. And I tell you what, those miters are tighter than what we get out of wood with wood filler. It was amazing to see. And I really, really wanted to work with this guy. It was amazing. And such a nice guy too. So thanks guy in the cowboy boots. It was great to have the opportunity to, meet him, and, I wished him luck and told him, maybe I'll see you one day. And that was about it for this visit. Look at that granite in there, what he's done. Those corners in there. I've never seen corners just so perfect. It was amazing, amazing, amazing to see. Damn, I keep saying granite. It's not. Alright, I just visited Sergio to check out his work. We got a full-on proper construction site going there, and oh golly. I can't even begin to tell you. What I just saw in there is crazy. When I say it's crazy, that is some of the best tile work I've ever seen. They're doing even trim work around doors out of granite, and his lines, I've never seen such good tile work ever. I mean, Sergio, he's our guy. I just don't know if we're his project. It's gonna be interesting seeing these numbers come back, because holy cow, that is some of the best work I've ever seen in there. I took pictures where I could, and I'll share those. Well, that's the man right there, Sergio. Just a sweet, sweet man. Let me borrow his table saw while I was out there, his miter saw. It was fortunate that they were the same ones I have. What a great guy. So, well, great to see his work. Glad to show you just a little bit, even though you couldn't see much. And, it's time to get moving on. I've got other tile guys I gotta go find, because I need a tile guy real bad. Real bad, I tell you. I had to pull over. I can't believe the work I just saw in there. I'll tell you what, if I had an opportunity to work with artists like that, I would literally move down here just for the opportunity to work with people that can do that quality of work. It's amazing. So I've been sitting here in the bathroom for a while, doing some phone calls, different things like that. Went ahead and started doing some demo in here. Don't have a tile setter set up the point, of starting to do demo. And you're like, well, still gotta keep moving. Gotta keep moving. This tub will come out tomorrow. Most likely that vanity will be gone. This shower be changed up. Need a tile down the side to look at plumbing. Gotta keep moving. But, no tile setter set. I wanted Sergio real bad. Talked about that to several people. Price just, wasn't hitting it. Problem with the price is, problem with the price. He wasn't being ridiculous. He was, asking to, provide what he needs, He's got family, he's got, expenses, he's got a business to run. And it wasn't exorbitant, it wasn't out of the question at all. It's just we're dealing with certain budgets, and, money can only go so many places. And, really want a chance to work with him. And it feels good to, find someone that you just really want to work with. Now it feels better when they really want to work with you, and you can come together on a price that both sides can agree to, be happy about. So I get to work with Sergio. I'm pretty excited about this. especially when we talk about this dang wall. This dang wall here, it's gonna be something. Oh gosh, it's gonna be something. You know, even this wall here, we're gonna change that, you know. Gonna take this out. We're gonna, oh boy. Gonna do a lot of stuff. It's gonna be pretty cool. And I get to do a Sergio. Woohoo! Okay, I keep hitting stop and it won't stop. That's uncomfortable. Just stop. It won't stop. Won't stop. You know what's happening? I was hitting the button on the other side. That's just another screen, so I can see what I was saying. So these were hanging on either side of the tub. I thought they were ugly, but all of a sudden we got them down, and I started liking them. I guess it's just that nasty ass tub that's so ugly. Well, you know, something that I always say in bathrooms is no towel bars. Hate the towel bar. Just don't even think about having one. Let's use hooks. It's easier. You're gonna be able to dry your stuff faster. No folding. It just makes more sense. So here's my graveyard. Homeowner thinks they're gonna keep some towel bars. Nah, they can't babysit them 24 hours a day. They're coming out. They're going away. Well, I got my tile guy. Time to get back to work. I'm gonna change everything. Okay, so easiest for me to just walk you through this. Where before I was gonna have tile coming all the way up here, all the way up here, and all the way up here. Now this is gonna become a pony wall at 42 inches. So I'm in the closet here now. 42 inches right about here. Now, if you look at that window, that's what I'm contending with. Since we're not going to bring tile all the way up here, I no longer want to cap this window in. So basically, this tile will end up being about 6 inches higher coming across. It'll wrap this pony wall and then continue all the way through here. And it'll end up falling about the same place on this window, looks-wise, as it does here right now. So that's going to be the big change. This comes out. Tile, instead of going up to the ceiling here, this is where we make our break. And, well, I'm too low, so we'll make our break and right at this height. Now we run it all the way across, wrap the pony wall, come behind the toilet, and end here. Okay, easiest just to do a talk through this one too. So you already know about we're gonna change this here into that tile. Now kind of the thoughts are maybe let's bring that tile up and then let's wrap the rest of this wall. This is that, what they're calling a chevron tile. I don't think it's chevron. That'll come on both sides, all the way to ceiling. And then here's the little add-on. Let's take that chevron tile there and let's bring it all the way across here. So that's the two changes I was trying to tell you about over the phone as far as what we're discussing. I'll save that for a call of what I'm about ready to talk about. Well, that was quite the mission. Found my tile guy. I can feel it right now even. Just the excitement and the release and then the calm. And yeah, there's that wall I was telling you about that was under the tub. That's actually a real good sign for me. You wouldn't think it, but we got stuff coming. And that was a real good sign there. As we move through this, if you're keeping score, I've got one hardwood floor guy with really cool cowboy boots. A real nice guy, sweetheart, is a tile guy. And, you know, I've got those 3 knuckleheads, at least for this day. We'll see. We'll see what that brings. But, you know, for now, these days are long. I get tired. I gotta go to bed. And go turn off the lights. What is this creepy ass shit? Oh, jeez. Yeah, that'll be in my memories. And then it's in my dreams. So, what do? That thing's haunted. I swear that house was haunted. You'll see why. You'll see why I say that. See you next time.